following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
And good afternoon, friends. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. I am Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Dr. Wallach today. Wonderful to have you with us. We'll be taking your phone calls at the bottom of the hour, as we always do, on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. If you have questions about prescription drugs, supplements, the longevity products, or if you just have a comment or success story you'd like to share, we'd love to hear from you. Our number today and every day on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program, 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Toll free. I am Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs. That's because I look at the human body as a healing system, a regenerating system designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. I want to start the program off today talking about inflammation, the common denominator to all long-term chronic degenerative diseases. We hear this word all the time in the world of health, in the world of illness. Most of us think we know what inflammation is. We're taking anti-inflammatory drugs, aspirin, Motrin, so-called NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. According to the Mayo Clinic, these drugs, even though we take them like they are benign and gentle, are no such thing. According to the Mayo Clinic News Network, released yesterday, research has shown that taking NSAIDs can raise the risk of heart disease, particularly heart attacks and strokes. According to the American Journal of Medicine, quote, conservative calculations estimate that approximately 107,000 patients are hospitalized annually for non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug-related gastrointestinal complications, and at least 16,000 NSAID-related deaths occur each year among arthritis patients alone. Here's the thing about inflammation. As unpleasant and as painful and as distressing as it may be, it's not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, quite the opposite. An appropriate inflammatory response is critical for good health. Inflammation is a protective mechanism. We've all experienced the protective response associated with inflammation when we've broken our leg or sprained our ankle or gotten a black eye. The puffiness, the swelling that we all know occurs with inflammation is actually a way the body protects itself, kind of cushions the wounded or traumatized area. That kind of inflammation is called macro inflammation. It's the kind of inflammation that we can see visibly. But there's another more important kind of inflammation when it comes to health and when it comes to disease states, and that's microinflammation. That's a microscopic inflammation that occurs at the invisible level of a cell. When a cell gets damaged, the body will initiate an inflammatory response exactly the same way as when a macro structure like your ankle or a bone get wounded or traumatized. Instead of a macro swelling, instead of a macro inflammatory response, however, at the level of a cell, it will be invisible and microscopic. And this invisible and microscopic inflammatory process is really important to understand if we're going to be able to deal with our diseases. You see, the inflammatory response is a protective response, whether it's macro or whether it's micro. That means at the cell level, you're getting the same kind of protective response that you're getting when you had a black eye or you get a sprained ankle. It's happening microscopically, but it's still the same kind of cushioning and protective response that you get when you have a macro inflammation, except it's happening at a very, very tiny level. What that means is microinflammation, the common denominator to all chronic degenerative diseases, that means everything that's a chronic progressive disease that doesn't get better always has a microinflammatory response. What I'm saying here is that microinflammation, the cause or at least the associated factor with the common denominator of all diseases, is protection. Microinflammation is a protective response. And this is really, really important because if you have a protective response and you want to eliminate it or you want to reduce it, you got to figure out what the heck the body's trying to protect itself from. Now, how do things get into the body? Well, there's only a couple of ways. You can inject them through your skin or you can eat them. Unless if you're not injecting stuff through your skin, occasionally that happens through vaccines or, God forbid, somebody is a drug abuser. But aside from that, most things get into the blood through food, through the digestive system. And that means all chronic degenerative diseases, which all have a major micro-inflammatory aspect, need to be regarded first and foremost as digestive health issues. And one of the most important of these not long-term chronic degenerative diseases, one of the most important when it comes to health costs, when it comes to side effects, when it comes to toxicities, is diabetes, the third leading cause of death, only behind cancer and heart disease. It goes heart disease, cancer, and then diabetes. And if you factor in all of the relationship between diabetes and cancer, the relationship between diabetes and heart disease, a very solid case could be made that diabetes is the leading cause of death and the leading cause of misery in this country. And at its most basic level, diabetes, an inflammatory health issue, is an eating disease. Eating foods that induce inflammation, and that, of course, includes sugary, carbohydrate kinds of foods. So diabetes has a major inflammatory component. Diabetes is a long-term progressive disease, and that means you've got to start to pay attention to inflammation. Inflammation comes in through the digestive system, and that means if you're dealing with this horrible scourge, third leading cause of death, 100 million Americans are dealing with some kind of messed up blood sugar problem, you got to focus on foods, specifically toxic foods, foods that cause some kind of allergic or toxic reaction, sugary foods, and also fatty foods as well. It turns out that the inflammatory system runs on fats, specifically essential fats, specifically the kind of fats you get in your ultimate EFAs. Now, we don't talk about the ultimate EFAs for diabetes, but there's a lot of literature that suggests that by using the right balance of omega-6s to omega-3s, you can reduce diabetic symptoms. You can improve blood sugar control. I like the ultimate EFAs from Youngevity because they're balanced. They have the appropriate balance of omega-6s to omega-3s. Omega-6 fats are your inflammatory fats. Omega-3 fats are your anti-inflammatory fats. You need to have them in the right balance. If you're going to balance out inflammation with anti-inflammation, I know no better way to get a balanced intake of essential fats than by using your Ultimate EFAs and Ultimate EFA Plus every day. Of course, in addition to the Healthy Start Pack and the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Beyond OsteoFX, as well as your Ultimate EFAs. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We will take a quick break and come back with more good health information. Got lines open for you, 831-685-1080, 831-685-1080, or toll free, 888-379-2552, 888-379-2552. Don't go away. We'll be back right now.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
right, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Pharmacist Ben here. Got lines open for you at 831-685-1080. That's 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552, 888-379-2552. If you have questions about the longevity products, the longevity business, health-related questions, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program like the one designed by Dr. Wallach, we can help you do that. If you have a success story you'd like to share, we especially love hearing those. If you have a problem patient, we can help you there too. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552. Toll free. I am Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I'll be sitting in for Doc Wallach for the next 45 minutes or so with my good friend and colleague, Doug Winfrey. Good afternoon, Doug. Good morning.
It's great to have you back on the show. I always enjoy working with you. And when I saw this story on Natural News, I thought immediately of you, since you are a skincare specialist.
Yes.
And the headline of this story reads, Skincare Expert Reveals the 20 Most Toxic Chemical Ingredients in Beauty Products. Are you poisoning yourself?
Okay.
And this guy is Dr. Trevor Cates, and he's listing the 20 most toxic chemicals found in these personal care products. He's quoted as saying, what we put on our skin should be as clean as what we eat, but for most people it's not. Even in tiny amounts, many of these chemicals commonly found in our cosmetics have a tremendous health and hormonal impact, and we are only beginning to understand the consequences. He wrote this in the Daily Mail in the UK. First one up is fragrances. I've heard you talk about this one before. He says fragrance mixtures may contain hundreds of individual chemicals that may trigger allergies and disrupt certain hormones. Suggest avoiding fragrances unless they're in their natural form, such as essential oils. And formaldehyde, that one kind of shocked me. They say nearly 1 in 5 personal care products contains this chemical. Toxic chemical can be found in hair care products, adhesives, and nail products. According to OSHA, or the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, they list it as a carcinogenic chemical associated with various forms of cancer. And then there is enthoalamines, and impurities in these chemicals may trigger the onset of certain types of cancer. Mineral oils, that one also kind of surprised me. I always thought they were pretty benign.
Yeah, what does he say about mineral oils?
Say, along with petroleum ingredients in cosmetic products such as foundations, moisturizers, and cleansers, these chemicals contain dioxane and is found to be a carcinogen in many animal studies. And then oxybenzone, commonly found in lip balms, sunscreens, and other products. I've heard you talk about this one as well.
Sunscreen. That's a nasty sunscreen.
Yeah, they say anything that contains an SPF easily absorbed into the bloodstream and is associated with the onset of early puberty in girls. Parabens, commonly used as preservatives. I may have to stop when we get to the break here and finish these up after we get going here, but can lower, it's linked to breast cancer cell growth in women, and lower testosterone levels in men. Hydroquinone, according to the FDA, might cause ocherosis, which is a skin disease characterized by disfiguring and irreversible skin lesions. Also could be found as a carcinogen, coal tar, a known carcinogen found in dandruff shampoos, creams, soaps, and ointments. Toluene, a potent neurotoxic chemical, may trigger impaired breathing and nausea, found in nail care products. Butylated hydroxydisol, which known as BHA, waxy compound used in various cosmetics.
And bread, for that. Do you know that's in bread?
Not
white
my bread.
A lot of breads. Wonder Bread. Oh, they don't make that anymore. But
U.S. National Toxicology Program has identified it as a possible carcinogen, and the European Union classified the chemical as an endocrine disruptor. Trichosan and trichocarban are commonly used in antibacterial agents, and of course that is not found in the PureWorks products from Longevity. I checked, and mica, silica, talc, and there was just a big lawsuit recently about talc in Johnson & Johnson. So we're just about at break time here. We're going to have to probably finish this up after the break.
I want to talk about the hydroquinone and coal tar. Hydroquinone is especially egregious, nasty chemical that I used to have to work with in the pharmacy a lot. You got to be careful, man. You know, we have this idea you can just rub stuff on your skin and not have to worry about things. I often wonder how much toxicity, cancer, and other health-related issues are associated with preservatives and nasty things that are in skincare products that we rub on every day, sometimes multiple times a day. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back. Our number 831-685-1080. 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Toll free, we do have lines open for you. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program on the ZBS Radio Network.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
On the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, I'm Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Dr. Wallach today, along with Doug Winfrey. We do have lines open for you. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll free if you have questions about anything we're speaking about here today, or the Youngevity products, or the business. If you have a success story you'd like to share, a problem patient that you need help with, or if you have a health challenge that you would like help with, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll free. We're talking about 20 toxins that are found in skincare products. How many more you have, Doug? I want to talk a little bit about hydroquinone before we finish.
Let's see. I see there are. I've got. I think we stopped with triclosan and trichocarban.
Yeah, triclosan.
I've got 4 more.
Triclosan's another nasty one. We should talk about that one as well. Finish up with the last 4
mica, silica, talc, and nanoparticle titanium dioxide may lead to lung disease when accumulated in the body over time. Heavy metals, of course, we know all of those: mercury, lead, arsenic, aluminum. It can cause brain and nervous system impairments, hormone disruption, also known carcinogens, carbon black, commonly used as a pigment in nail polish, known to cause cancers, and p-phenylenediamine, commonly found in hair dyes, and exposure may lead to organ toxicity, adverse skin reactions, and cancer. Just not much to worry about there.
Yeah, a couple that you talked about really stand out to me. The hydroquinone, especially. I used to have to make the super strong hydroquinone solution on a prescription. I have to wear literally a gas mask, the kind of the kind of mask they use for if you're going to inhale some kind of biohazard.
Like Breaking Bad.
Kind of like that, exactly, because the stuff was so nasty, and I couldn't believe that doctors were prescribing it. Hydroquinone is a very, very powerful, and I have to say, very effective skin lightener. A lot of folks have dark spots and they want to lighten them up, and they're really tough to lighten up. Most anti-pigmentation agents don't work very well, but hydroquinone is considered the gold standard when it comes to skin lightening, and it does work pretty darn well. The problem is it's really toxic stuff, and in fact, if you use too much hydroquinone, you can permanently lighten your skin, a la Michael Jackson. That's what you remember how Michael Jackson had his skin really light?
Yeah.
That he had a condition called vitiligo, which is where you get patches of white spots, and he figured, and his doctor figured, that it would make more sense to completely whiten his body so the white spots didn't show up, I guess. That was the logic, if you can believe that. And he used a super high concentration of hydroquinone in order to do it. Now, hydroquinone is effective, and if you are going to use hydroquinone, even the manufacturers suggest that you don't use it for more than a month or two at a time because it is so darn toxic. Another one that you talked about that I think is really interesting is that oxybenzone stuff. Oxybenzone is a UVA blocker. There's two different kinds of solar rays that are predominantly two different kinds of solar rays, sun rays, that are associated with skin cancer. They call them UVA and UVB. Now, most sunscreen products will block UVB, but they will not block UVA. And it's unfortunate because UVA is really the one that the solar ray, the sun ray that's associated with aging, and UVB is the sun ray that's associated with vitamin D. So most sunscreens will not only not protect you from the aging ray, but they'll also block vitamin D. These days, sunscreen manufacturers know that their products don't block the aging ray, so they'll throw in an extra sunscreen chemical that will block UVA, and that's called oxybenzone. Problem is, as you pointed out, Doug, oxybenzone is incredibly toxic stuff. All sunscreens are toxic, but oxybenzone is particularly toxic, and you can only use it in formulations in very, very tiny amounts. Don't use it, period, in my humble opinion, unless you think you're going to burn. Only use zinc oxide. That's the only sunscreen, sunblock protection anybody should ever use. And, of course, the best sun protection is going to be good nutrition, particularly your Mighty 90 essential nutrients, which get deposited in your skin as you ingest them. They go into your digestive system, they go into your blood, and then they get dropped off in the skin, and they act to protect your skin from the sun. Good nutrition, my friends. That's always going to be the best medicine, even for skin health issues. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. It's got lines open, and we'll take your phone calls in our next segment. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552. Toll free. We will return right after this. Don't go away.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
All right, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552 toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Dr. Wallach today. And I think it's time to hit the phones. What do you say, Doug?
Let's hit them. Let's head to Houston, Texas. And Brenda, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Brenda.
Hey, thank you for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
I am a type 2 diabetic, and I have refused for years to take all the medicines, and have attempted to do it with diet and exercise. And
it's not working?
Well, what I did was I saw this thing where I eat 800 calories a day, and it would cause my liver to produce, sugar metabolism out of my liver instead. And it worked real well for me, except it shot my sugar up during the day, and then the morning reading was okay, but overall it sent my A1C up. So what
were you eating that was 800 calories?
Well, I was eating popcorn, just with like that skinny pop with no. I was eating
All right, don't worry about Brenda. Listen, sweetheart, here's the deal. Diabetes is super duper easy. So if you're not doing it right, or if you're not getting your numbers down, you're not doing it right. All right? Let me just give you a couple ideas. First of all, the 800 calorie thing is awesome. The problem is you got to make sure the 800 calories are not things that spike your blood sugar. But 800 calories a day is great. Now, if you can keep that up, that's an awesome place to be. But you got to make sure that most of those calories are coming from fat. That's called the ketogenic diet. Have you ever heard of this, the ketogenic diet? Is that term?
Yes,
I've
just read about that.
Okay, that's one of the best ways for a diabetic to eat. In fact, it's one of the best ways for all of us to eat. It's a low calorie, not necessarily that low, but if you're okay with 800 calories, that's great. Ketogenic diet's a low calorie, high fat diet. That means most of your calories should come from fat. 60, 70, 80%, even up to 90% of your calories coming from fat. In fact, the medical ketogenic diet, and the ketogenic diet is a medical diet. It was first developed in hospitals for folks who had seizure disorders, and by the way, it's very effective for seizure disorders. The ketogenic diet is a medical diet that is super high fat and very low calorie, and also very low carbohydrate, and they say moderate protein. By the way, protein can get turned into sugar. So if you're not using your protein, you can spike your blood sugar by eating lots of meat and lots of eggs and lots of protein-rich foods. So you got to keep your protein at the moderate level, maybe 10, 15, 20% of your calories coming from protein, 60 to 70 to 80% of your calories coming from fat, and then the rest coming from carbohydrates. Then there's wonderful nutritional supplements that you can use. In fact, the Sweeties is one of the all-time great nutritional supplements for lowering your blood sugar. Make sure you're using a couple or even 3 capsules after all your meals. Apple cider vinegar with your meals can help lower your blood sugar. Even using apple cider vinegar in the middle of your between meals, in the middle of the day, can have an anti-diabetic effect. Also, niacin, vitamin B3, the ultimate niacin from Youngevity, wonderful supplement for helping lower blood sugar. In fact, the entire Mighty 90 essential nutrients have anti-sugar or anti-diabetic properties. Sulfur's got anti-diabetic properties. The amino acid arginine has anti-diabetic properties. You don't have to worry about these individual names if you're using the Mighty 90 essential nutrients. That's one of the neat things about the Healthy Start Pack is you don't have to worry about the individual names and all the individual doses because you get everything you need. You get the entire Mighty 90 essential nutrients in the Healthy Start Pack. If you want to throw a couple more things in there, the Fucoid Z can be helpful, and also the Immortalium can be helpful for keeping your blood sugar stable. But long story short, between diet and nutritional supplementation, there's no reason why anybody has to be dealing with elevated blood sugar, as they say in the business, dysglycemia, which means messed up blood sugar. A little bit of exercise is always a good thing too, don't forget that. And because stress hormone will also jack up your blood sugar, relaxing the body, using deep breathing techniques, massage and Reiki and other things that help relax the body also can have a beneficial effect on blood sugar. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Dr. Wallach. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We'll take a quick commercial break and come back with more good health information right after this. Don't go away.
Veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach helped many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
All right, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Doc Wallach today, and you and your phone calls at 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552. Who's next on line, Doug?
All right, let's head to Michigan, and Larry, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Larry.
Hi there. Hey, what happened is 2.5 years ago, I fell off a truck on my hip. And ever since then, it's gotten worse and worse, and I wound up getting bone on bone. Well, they wanted to get hip replaced, and I thought, no. I've heard Dr. Wallach years back, but gotten in line. In the meantime, after all this hip problem, and then I had sleep problems. I have really trouble getting staying to sleep. Running the bathroom. So
you need some help there, Larry?
Yes.
All right, here's the deal. First of all, it's understandable that you'd be having sleep problems because if you've got a degenerative disease or a degenerative health challenge like bone-on-bone arthritis, your stress hormone levels are going to go through the roof. So we got to calm the body down. That's first of all. Under conditions of stress hormone, which is called cortisol, I'm sure you know that, under conditions of elevated stress hormone, elevated cortisol, not only is it going to be difficult for you to go to sleep, but it's also going to be difficult for you to absorb your nutrients. It's going to be difficult for you to heal and repair. It's going to be difficult for you to age in a healthy fashion. It's just a big mess when cortisol levels go through the roof. So we got to calm the body down. A couple ways to do it. First of all, I love the deep breathing technique. You probably heard me talking about this, sitting on the couch and practicing slow, deep, rhythmic breathing. The rhythm is important. The body loves rhythm. It calms the body down when you go into a rhythm. So slow, deep breathing. Always want to exhale a little bit more than you inhale. So start off maybe with a 4-second inhale and then a 5 or 6 second exhale. Get yourself into a rhythm and do it for 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, maybe even while you're trying to fall asleep. And that will help you go off into sleep if you do your deep breathing as you're laying there in bed. The next thing you could do to help relax the body and lower cortisol levels is to reduce your intake of fast-burning carbohydrates. Anything that causes high blood sugar and then low blood sugar, goes in that order. You go high blood sugar, low blood sugar, will spike your stress hormones. So keeping your blood sugar stable is very important. You can do that with the ketogenic diet, which we were talking about with our earlier caller, which is a high-fat, low-calorie diet. You can also use your sweeties, which will help stabilize blood sugar, and the ultimate niacin also will help you with your blood sugar, and the ultimate selenium is also good for helping stabilize the blood sugar. Then we want to take care of your joints. Lots of ways to do that. Of course, the glucogel caps are a must-have for anybody who's dealing with any joint problems or really any kind of connective tissue problems. You know, heart disease can be related to connective tissue, and your glucogel caps can help you if you're dealing with heart disease issues. It can help you if you're dealing with thick, sludgy, clotted blood. It can help you if you're dealing with arterial defects or arterial degeneration. And in fact, the glucogel caps, because they can help strengthen the arteries, can actually have an anti-plaque effect as well. So use your glucogel caps. Make sure that you're also throwing in a little bit of apple cider vinegar and your ultimate enzymes with all your meals so that you can get your proteins and your amino acids digested appropriately. And last but not least, your ultimate EFAs. You can think of those kind of like WD-40 for the joints. They can help lubricate the movement, help make the movement of your joints a little bit more facile and easy, and reduce some of the pain. And they may actually even help build a little bit of cartilage as well. One more thing. Beyond Tangy Tangerine should always be used with your glucogel caps. If you use the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the glucogel caps together, the vitamin C in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine will activate the glucogel caps and help support the production of connective tissue. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. I hope we helped you out.
One more quick thing before you go there, Larry. For the pain, until you can start getting some of this rebuilt, use the CM cream topically, and use it also with the trauma oil, a couple, 3 drops in the animal.
Great idea, Doug.
And that works really well because I wrenched my back over the weekend, and I used that same regimen on myself, and I went from hardly able to walk to being able to be mobile. So
that's a great idea. And also, you know, the CM capsules, too. The CM cream's great, and the CM capsules are also something you might want to think about, too. They work together, the capsules and the cream. Thanks for that, Doug. Good point.
All right, let's head to St. Petersburg, Florida. And Carolyn, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Carolyn.
Hey there. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I've got some confusion. I started on the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack 5 or 6 weeks ago and developed constipation. Called my rep, and he said possibly I was allergic to the corn tortillas that I've been eating instead of the bread that I like.
Well, hang on. Just one thing. Let me just interject here. Are you using corn tortillas instead of the regular tortillas in addition to the Bone and Joint Pack? Those are 2 changes that you made. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm trying to go gluten-free.
Okay.
And so he suggested that I might be allergic to the corn tortillas and that I should go back to eating gluten.
Okay. So you want some clarification there?
I do.
Okay, so first of all, you're not scot-free with corn. Corn is not a replacement for gluten-containing grains. In fact, corn is one of the nastiest of all the grains. I shouldn't say nastiest. It's just not a good grain. We love it. You know why we love corn so much? You know, corn is probably the most commonly used vegetable. Maybe potatoes are up there, but corn is certainly. You know why we
Okay,
love
go
corn
ahead.
so much? And corn's not a vegetable, it's actually a grain. But
No, it's not.
here's the reason why we love corn so much. It's sweet. That's why we get corn syrup from corn. Corn contains lots of sugar, and that sugar can be a big, big problem. In addition to that, there's also gluten-like substances. There actually may be even a little bit of gluten in corn also. So corn is not a good substitute. I don't know if I would do it. I don't like the idea of going back to the other grains. Why do you need to have any tortillas at all is the question. I'm not saying, I'm not telling you what to do, but
in place of bread.
Well, you don't need any bread either, but that might be a problem. Your rep was right, even though I don't agree with you going back to the other stuff. Your rep is right. It may possibly be the corn. So what I would do if I were you is test it out. Eliminate the corn and watch what happens. In fact, eliminate the corn and watch what happens. And then a couple days after you do that, start grinding up flax seeds and put them in a coffee grinder and doing a little bit of flaxseed and water. Also, the herbal rainforest from Youngevity, I don't know if you've tried that. That's a great laxative. In fact, you got to be a little bit careful with that one because it's such a good laxative. Those herbs have a relaxing effect on the bowels. You might want to throw in a little bit of your herbal rainforest, and then also you might want to consider upping your dose on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. That may also help you with your evacuate your bowels. Constipation is most definitely not a good thing. Toxicity will accumulate in the body, and it's something you have to avoid at all costs. Using the Beyond Tangy Tangerine may help you, as well as the herbal rainforest and also some flax seeds. And then laying off the corn for just a little bit and see what happens. Lay off all grains for just a couple of days or maybe 3 days and see if that makes a difference. If it does, you're going to know that it was probably the corn. Another thing you might want to consider is the OsteoMag product. Magnesium also has a laxative effect. Don't do too much because too much of it can have too much of a laxative effect, and you don't want that either. Okay?
Right, okay.
Does that help you?
Wait, don't go. Yeah, it does. But what kind of carbs can I eat
Veggies.
for breakfast?
Veggies. They'll also help you with your bowel movements. Lots of veggies. Make veggie juices. You don't sound happy about that. Here's a little tip for you. When you're making your veggie juices, use lots of spices, especially if you're a spice junkie like I am. Things that are like hot and things like pepper and garlic, and I like something called Tony Chachere's, which you can get in most grocery stores. Cajun spices. They make juices so delicious. You won't believe how tasty they could be. Also, if you throw in a little bit of carrot and a little bit of beet, it'll add some sweetness to your juice too. It'll make it a little bit more tasty if you don't like juices. But juices are definitely the way to go. That's the best way to get your veggies. Make sure you're not using a regular juicer, because when you use a regular juicer, you lose the fiber, and that fiber is mega important and anti-aging. Also very helpful for the digestive system too. Fiber can help feed and support good bacteria. And by the way, I forgot about the nightly essence. A lot of folks get constipated when they don't have good bacteria in the gut. Bowel movements depend on the microbiome, on good bacteria. So making sure you've got the right kind of bacteria, making sure you got enough of them in your digestive system is important, and that's where the Nightly Essence comes in. My all-time favorite probiotic supplement. It's made with not just 15 different types of bacteria, it's also made with digestive enzymes. I know of no other probiotic supplement that has that 1-2 punch of digestive enzymes and probiotics as well. It's Ultimate Nightly Essence from Youngevity. Thanks for your call. Hope we helped you out. Got to take a break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We will return right after this.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Youngevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Youngevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey. Who's next in line, Doug?
Let's head to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and Tim, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Tim. What's up, man?
Hi, Ben. Long time no talk.
How's it going today?
I've got a tough question for you, and I'm not sure how you're going to be able to answer it.
Okay, let's see. I like the tough ones. Let's see what happens.
All right. An older friend of mine, an 84-year-old lady, has just been diagnosed with bone cancer.
Okay. That's
and
terrible.
I'm wondering what we can do to maybe assist her immune system.
Here's my strategy for dealing with cancer, okay? You don't worry about the cancer, you worry about the body. In other words, we want to make the body strong. Let the doctors kill the cancer, okay? Killing things is in the realm of the medical model. That's pretty much what the medical model does. It kills things, it drugs things, it radiates things, and it removes them. It's all a doctor can do. He can drug you, he can surgically take things out, he can shoot x-rays at you and radiate you or maybe electrocute you, and that's pretty much it. What we want to do, and this is what Youngevity is all about, and this is what Dr. Wallach is all about, this is what I'm all about, and Doug and all the folks who are talking about Youngevity and talking up Youngevity, we're about making the body strong again. And that means no matter what your health challenge is, you're going to get a benefit. Because at the end of the day, we don't want to have our diagnosis eliminated. What we want to do is feel good. Who cares if your diagnosis is eliminated but you feel lousy? What we want to do is feel good. If you feel great and you still have your diagnosis, it doesn't matter. So what we want to do, whenever you have a health challenge, whatever your health challenge is, but particularly if you're dealing with something like cancer, you want to make the body stronger. And you do this from 2 directions. And this is true for any health challenge, including cancer. You do it from 2 directions. Number 1, you keep the bad stuff out. You reduce the load on the body. You eliminate the toxins that the body has to deal with, because the more toxicity the body's dealing with, the less wherewithal, the less resources it's going to have to do its work. The toxins include things like food allergens and food toxins. We talked about gluten before. That's a classic food toxin. Any grains really can be problematic. But the most important food toxin and the most pro-cancer substance that we ingest on a regular basis is, of course, sugar. So keeping sugar down is vitally important. And using nutrients, using supplements that help your body process sugar can be helpful as well. The sweeties, which we just talked about, the ultimate niacin, ultimate selenium. Ultimate selenium, by the way, is also helps support the immune system and can have anti-cancer properties. So make sure she's using those, the sweeties, the ultimate niacin, and the ultimate selenium. I would throw in the Fucoid Z, which acts like an overall blood tonic. And then make absolutely sure she's using the Healthy Start Pack, particularly the Ultimate EFAs, also the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and the Beyond OsteoFX. You want to add a couple more things in, use the Restart Your Life products, which are beta-glucan based, beta-glucan being an incredibly important anti-cancer supplement, also helpful for strengthening the body and building up the immune system. She may want to start to practice something called calorie restriction, where she eats less food, again, keeping in mind that calories cost us nutrition because we've got to use nutrients to process those calories. Calorie restriction can help. Circulating the blood is also important for helping make the body stronger, especially if you're dealing with a chronic disease like cancer, a horrible disease like cancer. Deep breathing is helpful. Cancer hates oxygen, and oxygenation of the body is also important for strength. And then I always like using visualization techniques, mental relaxation strategies, things that lower stress hormone, cortisol. What I'm saying here is you're not approaching the cancer directly, you're approaching the body directly. And that's really the moral of the story here. We want to make our body stronger. So if we have a degenerative disease, the body can do its business. It's in the body's range of body's ability to destroy disease. The body's a disease fighter. And you know what else? The body's a cancer fighter too. We all get cancer every day. Cancer cells happen every day, but the body has little enzymes and chemicals that snip those cancer cells out, and most of us don't even realize we had cancer. It's only when those systems become overloaded that cancer finally shows up. The body has a regenerative capacity. Our mission at Youngevity, and your mission too, if you're dealing with somebody who has a health challenge, or God forbid, if you have a health challenge, your mission should be to make the body stronger, and that's where a good nutritional supplement program comes in, like the one designed by Dr. Wallach. We are in the vim and vigor business, folks. We're in the good energy business. We're in the get up and go business. We're in the jump out of bed and explode into your day business. We simplify health. We simplify nutrition. That's what Youngevity is all about. That's what Doc Wallach's mission is all about. And that's what my mission is all about. That's what all your Youngevity distributors' mission is all about. Making the body stronger so it can do its God-mandated work of 130 years of longevity, disease-free longevity, high quality of life longevity. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben, for Doug Winfrey, for Doc Wallach, for all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network. Have a wonderful, beautiful, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.